All right, y'all. Jim here, no makeup, which sees what you get. Here's what I came to tell you though. So, as a top producer in pretty much any company I've worked for over my 20 years of sales, I've been a heavy hitter. Okay. And when I say heavy hitter, I mean 50 plus sales a month. And that's typically when you're talking about healthcare, we're talking about patients. I do high volume. I've done as many as 100, and I've done a minimum in a bad month of 30, 35. I have a track record to prove it. Where I'm going with this is when companies attempt to recruit performers like myself, and trust me, I get a recruiter in my inbox a minimum of once a week, and I'm not being arrogant, it's factual information. What you have to be prepared for as a company and a leader with someone like myself is that we come with a big expectation for the company that we're going to. What I mean by that. So we know what we're capable of because we've done it. We've read the book. We wrote the book in most cases. All right. We know what we're doing. So what we expect from a company who chases us and makes us all these big promises is for them to have the infrastructure to support what we're going to bring them. Now, granted, it's not going to come quick and fast in the first 30 days. It's going to slowly filtrate in over the course of the first 30 to 60 days. And by the time we're at the 3 to 6 month mark, we should be running full force. It is what it is, even in a new market. If we have the experience in the background and we can back it up, we know what we're doing. The biggest mistake that companies make when they do that is they don't have the infrastructure. So for me, I deal with patients. All right. So I can bring you, I'm bringing you the account. You point an account out, you want it, I'm going to get it for you. But with that comes the need for proper staffing, proper program management. Service failures don't sit well with me when we're dealing with a patient. I never overpromise either to patients or referral sources. I'm not a used car salesman. I have to lay my head down at night and feel good about what I do. So you have to have the infrastructure. The other thing you have to do is you have to have a leader that can support that. We don't do well with subpar leadership, someone who's never done our job and succeeded at our job, because they don't know what comes with that. They don't know the frustrations. They don't know how to maneuver in our world properly because they've never really done it. So when you make the mistake of putting a subpar leadership in place over a high performer, we don't do well at all, because we have a high expectation for not just the company and the facility or the entity that we work for, but for that leader as well. We need you to be able to meet us where we are and understand what we're going through and be able to use your critical thinking skills and help us out. That's what you're there for. So you're not going to keep high performers like myself in positions for too long once we figure that out. And usually we can spot them, if not on interview, give us a few days, few weeks. It is what it is. It's just what we come with. And yeah, with that, people can call what we come with arrogance. I call it confidence. We're assertive. We know what we're doing. But anyway, when you get ready to chase a high performer, you need to make sure you have those two things. You need the infrastructure for whatever entity that is, and you need a leader who's actually done the role and been a high performer. We manage extremely well. Every sales team that I've led has excelled at an extremely high level. And I'm also the one they don't want in those leadership roles anymore because I'm not a yes person. I'm going to tell you like it is. Y'all have a good day.